Level 1 EV charging. Everyone's like, "Ugh, level 1," but they're so underrated. I'm still trying to figure out why everyone treats level 1 like the black sheep in the EV charging family. So today we're going to talk about 4 crazy things that you might not know about level 1 EV charging. And I'd love if you were to subscribe to the channel and check out the links below. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts, your ideas, your opinions. So if anything comes to mind, please add those as well in the comments below. So number 1, if you get home from work and you plug in your car, let's say you're charging overnight for 8 hours, might be more in some cases, might be less, then okay, well, how much is this gonna cost me? It's not much. You might be looking at $1 a day, maybe $1.25 a day. So it'd be safe to say about $30 a month. And yeah, there might be the odd time where you have to stop by a DC fast charger to get that extra juice you need. But for the most part, if you're just doing daily driving in the city, level 1 charging will be way better than you think. Okay, well, how fast is it? Yeah, it's still pretty slow, but you're chilling at home. What's the big deal? You're just making dinner, watching TV, and the whole time your car is charging. And in terms of the real numbers, okay, let's just do some quick math here. So most likely it's going to be a 12 amp outlet, but you can only use 80% of those amps. So now we're working with 9.6. And then to figure out the kilowatt output of your charger or the speed, you take that 80% of those amps and multiply it by our 120 volts. So 9.6 times 120 is 1152. Now those are watts, and we want to convert that to kilowatts. So we divide that by 1,000 and we're left with about 1.15 kilowatt output. Yeah, it's pretty slow, but all that time adds up, which just equals more and more range for your EV overnight. And depending on what EV you're driving, just to use some rough average numbers, you might get 40 kilometers or 25 miles of range over an 8-hour period. Another one that's not that big of a deal, but it's battery health. They say that using level 1 chargers is actually healthier for your battery. And the whole idea behind this is it's slower, which means it's not as hot. So it's cooler, and the battery is able to handle that electricity much easier. The cells that are inside the battery don't get fired up as easily. But this is pretty negligible. It's not that big of a deal. I'm certainly not trying to discourage anybody from using level 2 or level 3 DC fast chargers, but it is just like a little added benefit. And the last one is level 1 chargers are also pretty sleek. They're not big and mounted to the wall. They're usually just a long cord that is kind of dangling by next to your car. So if you're worried about other people even noticing, they might not even notice. Let's say it's not your electricity bill. Again, I'm not out here trying to get people to break rules, but if you have to charge your car and you're worried about somebody yelling at you, you'll probably get away with it. And I'd love if you were to subscribe to the channel and keep following the journey. Thanks so much for checking in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.